everyone! So today I'm here to review the newest collection from MAC, the Matte Lip. The collection released October 2nd online and October 9th in stores. The collection featured 17 pieces ranging from lipsticks to lip pencils to blushes. So here's what I picked up from the collection. The lipsticks retailed for $16 US, $19 in Canada. They are 0.10 ounces and they are limited edition. Damn Glamorous is described as a bright pink red with a matte finish. Fashion Revival is described as a deep raspberry with a matte finish. Heroine is described as a vibrant violet with a matte finish, and it is a permanent shade. The V and Rouge is described as a bright orange coral with a matte finish. Living Legend is described as a deep plum with a matte finish. And Nouvelle Vogue is described as a soft blue pink with a matte finish. Damn Glamorous is a bright red pink with warm undertones and a satin matte finish. The formula was lightly creamy but a tad drying when worn for an extended period of time. This shade applied smoothly, evenly, fully opaque, and pigmented. Damn Glamorous lasted 7 hours before fading and left behind a slight stain. Fashion Revival is a medium to dark, muted raspberry with cool undertones and a satin matte finish. The formula was lightly creamy, comfortable to wear, and was neither drying or hydrating on the lips. This shade applied smoothly, evenly, mostly opaque, and lasted 6.5 hours before fading. Heroine is a bright magenta purple with cool undertones and a satin matte finish. The formula was lightly creamy and it wasn't drying or hydrating on the lips. It applied mostly opaque, smoothly, evenly, and wore well for 5 hours before fading. Once Heroine wears off, it does leave behind a vivid fuchsia stain. The V and Rouge is a bright medium coral with warm undertones and a satin matte finish. The formula was lightly creamy and slightly hydrating throughout wear. It applied smoothly, evenly, fully opaque, and it had intense pigmentation. This shade lasted 7 hours before fading and left behind a slight stain. Living Legend is a darkened burgundy berry with neutral undertones and a satin matte finish. The formula was lightly creamy but a tad drying when worn for an extended period of time. It applied smoothly, mostly even, and pigmented. Like with most dark lipstick shades, Living Legend skipped in some places but was opaque for the most part. This shade would definitely benefit best being paired with a lip liner. When I was taking lip swatches, I did pair this lipstick over top of the Bespoken for lip pencil that comes in the collection, and as you can tell, it's a lot better paired over top of a lip liner. It's a lot more even and opaque and pigmented and all that good stuff you'd want. When worn alone, Living Legend lasted 6 hours before fading. Nouvelle Vogue is a bright medium pink with cool undertones and a satin matte finish. The formula was lightly creamy but a tad drying when worn for an extended period of time. This shade glided on very easily. It applied smoothly, evenly, pigmented, and opaque. Nouvelle Vogue lasted 5 hours before fading. The Pro Longwear lip pencils in the collection retail for $19.50 US, $23 in Canada. They're 0.04 ounces and they are limited edition. Bespoken for is described as a dark plum cream. Fashion Boost is described as a bright purple cream. And Trust in Red is described as a bright cool red cream, and it is a permanent shade. The Pro Longwear lip pencils perform pretty similar across the board. The finish of these lip pencils is a flat matte, meaning that they're going to be drier and they're going to cling to lips. The texture can be quite stiff and it does tug and pull at your lips when you're applying them, and while the color payoff is good and they are pigmented, it can skip in some areas, grab to imperfections, and look a little uneven once applied. These lip liners aren't the most flattering when worn alone, as they tend to look dry on lips and cling to them, and the color actually flakes off rather than gradually fading over time. While these aren't the most flattering as a standalone product, they work wonders when paired under a lipstick. The Pro Longwear lip pencils ensure that your lipstick is going to last a lot longer, apply smoother, more even, and fully opaque. Bespoken for is a darkened burgundy with neutral undertones and a matte finish. This shade applied mostly opaque, but it did grab in some places, which left it looking uneven. Fashion Boost is a vibrant medium purple magenta with cool undertones and a matte finish. While this shade applied mostly opaque, it was only buildable to a certain degree. Your natural lips do show through a little bit, so depending on the natural pigmentation, the color will vary person to person. Trust in Red is a medium muted red with cool undertones and a matte finish. Again, while this shade applied mostly opaque, it was only buildable to a certain degree. The texture was rather dry, which made it more difficult to apply smoothly. Overall, the matte lip lipsticks performed great, and the color selection was pretty well rounded. This collection makes me really love and appreciate the new matte lipstick formula. These matte lipsticks are still longer lasting, but they don't dry out or cling to your lips like the old retro matte formula did. Please let me know in the comments below if you're checking out this collection, if you've picked anything up from it, or if any of the products have caught your eye. As always, don't forget to check out my blog for more details, photos, and swatches, as well as like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. As I always say, I hope you found this review helpful, and I hope that you have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for watching.